Welcome back to Factfinder Investigates. More than a dozen major airports across the country are sinking, costing millions of dollars to address. Factfinder investigator Steven Stock shows this descending can also cost travelers in delayed and canceled flights, plus raises questions of airplane safety and wear and tear.
Flying in or out of major airports on the east or west coast, you've likely already seen evidence of the problem and didn't even realize it. Water on or beside runways or taxiways, even on sunny days. Large puddles in front of active gates. Cracks and broken pavement. Different levels of concrete where the ground underneath is moving.
So those are runways.
Dr. Manu Chair Shirzai and his team analyzed and color-coded precise satellite data that measures this ground movement.
So the red is not
going
good,
down,
going
that's
down.
Bad.
By analyzing 30 years worth of that satellite data, Shirzai's Earth Observation and Innovation Lab team at Virginia Tech found that more than a dozen major airports around the country are sinking.
For example, this is San Francisco, right? And look at all the red there.
We see majority of these airports experiencing downward motion or differential motion.
The technical name for this sinking, it's called subsidence.
Which has implication for the safety of the runways and maintenance costs.
Take a look at some of the satellite radar readings. The airports with the most significant issues: San Francisco, Tampa, Seattle, Portland, New York's John F. Kennedy, and Washington's Reagan National Airports.
What are the implications for these airports sinking?
It means quite a bit of maintenance costs.
We looked through 15 years of NTSB investigation reports and found at least 8 instances across 5 states, mostly involving small aircraft, where potholes or sinkholes were blamed for causing accidents on runways.
Ground subsidence and movement so impact safety and future planning that Shirzai and his team have actually briefed the Department of Defense on the issue.
There are limits to how uneven concrete can be.
American Airlines Captain Dennis Tager is concerned that any sinking, cracking, flooding, or uneven pavement that comes along with subsidence might impact aircraft safety.
While I'm landing or taking off at a very fast speed, is there an uneven point where I hit it?
In fact, this study of airport runways shows that rough runways can damage and shorten the life of an aircraft. It can decrease stability and can even make commonly used aborted takeoffs and landings, called go-arounds, more dangerous.
Your investigation has exposed to me just how serious this is.
In fact, sinking airports have already had an impact. Hawaii's Kona International had to close and cancel 26 flights while workers repaired a crack and pothole that developed in the runway. New Orleans Armstrong International has spent about $500,000 fixing issues related to sinking there, though an airport spokesperson says that's to be expected.
Yes, we have settlement. No, it's not a problem.
San Francisco International has spent another $500,000 and has had to close portions of its runways for at least 90 days since 2016, resulting in at least 1,100 canceled flights and 13,000 delays.
What concerns me the most is we're in unprecedented territory.
Unprecedented, Tager says, because this uneven sinking now impacts so many airports all over the country, descending with consequences for the future of aviation.
In view of a story, we do want to hear from you. You can call us or email our investigators at the address you see there on your screen. We'll look into any of your issues on the next Factfinder Investigates.